Hello everyone, this is Gunn. I wanted to remind you of something today. You need to stop waiting for somebody else to show up and solve problems that you know need to be solved. That's the challenge in our society, is that we all want to wait for somebody else to do something about something that we know is a problem and we have the capacity to do, but yet we wait for somebody else to show up and be the hero. I call it waiting for Superman. We're waiting for a superhero to swoop in and solve a challenge that we know needs to be solved when we have every ability to solve it ourselves. You can't wait for Superman because Superman is not going to show up. Superman only exists in movies, in cartoons, in comic books. But in real life, we need heroes every single day. So my question to you is, when are you going to show up and stop waiting for Superman? I remember when I was in the legislature, we had some lawmakers who refused to do the right thing. I kept waiting for them to show up. Then I made a decision to be different and be the one that showed up. So I'm going to ask you again, and I'm going to remind you that there are no superheroes. You have to show up. I was sitting there waiting for a lawmaker to show up to do the right thing for healthcare the way that I thought it should be done. And they didn't show up. So I made a decision to run for the legislature myself. That's how I got elected to the House of Representatives, because I could no longer sit idly by and wait for somebody to show up and do something that I knew needed to be done, but kept waiting for them to do, and they refused to do it or couldn't do it. It didn't matter. Leaders are the ones who have to step up. So I want to ask you again, when are you going to stop waiting for Superman? When are you going to show up and be the difference maker that people in your life need you to be? Whether it's at work, whether it's in your family or in your community, we got to stop sitting around and waiting for somebody else to do something about the problems that we see. As a leader, you have to step up. It's the most important thing for you to realize that you have to be the superhero in your life, in the lives of others, and stop waiting for Superman, because they're not coming, but you're right here, right now, and are ready to make an impact. You just have to choose to take an action. So I encourage you today to stop waiting for Superman, stop waiting for Superwoman or Supergirl or Batman, but you be the change that you want to see in the world. Thank you very much.